As wrestling fans, it's almost a rite of passage to defend the noble craft of wrestling from any and all outside forces or criticism. I always end up thinking to myself, I bet the Premier League or the NFL don't have this problem. With that in mind, I'm Titan from Heel Turn Wrestling, and let's delve into the annoying things we've all had to deal with as wrestling fans. First of all, the people who use the F word. Yes, I'm talking about that F word. The one people throw around willy-nilly without the first thought of how misinformed they really are. To those people I say, oh, just fake off. Fake is the word used by the general populace to describe our beloved sport. I've tried following this up in the past to see if it's just an assumed phrase to describe something they're unfamiliar with, or if there is disdain for wrestling in general. So a new tactic I've employed is, what's your favourite TV show? Game of Thrones? Love Island? Sopranos? Wrestlers perform a combat simulation of a fight scene live in front of an audience of thousands every week. No cuts, no editing, no stuntmen. Let's put some respect on wrestling's good name. Next, the embarrassing angles. Imagine the scene. It's 2007, you're watching Monday Night Raw, when all of a sudden, a leprechaun appears, paints a door on a wall, and disappears through it. Or maybe it's 2005, and you're watching Vince McMahon dressed as a doctor pull objects out of a plastic bum. Not least a Jim Ross mannequin head. To make fun of Jim Ross's then recent colon surgery, the punchline being that Jim Ross had his head up his arse. Ha 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 ha. And this whole time you've been watching, sat with a family member or a friend who looks at you like you need mental help. For all the good WWE do by presenting a solid in-ring product and high production values, the humour on WWE has been humourless at best and outright cringeworthy at worst. Triple H, save us, please. Next, oh, it's only tomato ketchup. This one is a tad dated, but for a long time people would say that blood isn't real. Suggesting that all blood in wrestling isn't real is ridiculous. One only needs to watch any recent AEW main events to see that the blood in wrestling is most definitely real, even if the means by which it is attained is a bit more open-ended. There is one main exception to this rule. Internal injuries have sometimes been portrayed in the past by the use of a blood capsule for the purpose of a specific angle or match. One thing is certain though, the blood in wrestling certainly isn't tomato ketchup. And lastly, that would never happen in a real fight. More pearls of wisdom now. The noble art of wrestling involves willing suspension of disbelief, just like any movie or TV show. Even a move as basic as an Irish whip requires complete cooperation between the whipper and the whippy. Is that a word? Well, it is now. Any beautifully executed 450 splash requires your opponent to lay completely flat and still. That would never happen in a real fight. Are these the real fights you watch at the cinema or just on television? And that's our video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to new content from us and follow us on social media. Catch you on the next one.